In the name of Almighty Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. As Muhammad, peace be upon him, narrated, if anyone travels on a road in search of knowledge, Almighty Allah will cause him to travel on one of the roads of paradise. Hello everyone, this is Dr. Tariq Masood. Thank you very much for watching my videos and your wonderful support to make this channel a grand success. We are a family, a partner. Please share and subscribe our channel if you haven't done so far. We as a team can work together to convert challenges into opportunities and opportunities into success stories. These success stories can be monetized into value reaching the world by large. Thank you very much for your precious time. Today we are going to discuss lecture number 18 on Center of Excellence, SIL analysis, section number 2, safety integrity level. Before my lecture, I used to read a Quranic verse. قال رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي اللهم رب زدني علما. O my Lord, open my chest and ease my task for me, and loose or not from my tongue, that they may understand my saying. Allahumma rabbi zidni ilma, O Allah, advance me in my knowledge and true understanding. Center of Excellence, lecture number 18. SIL Study Guidelines, section number 2. What is SIL basically? SIL is defined as a relative level of risk reduction provided by a safety function or to specify a target level of risk reductions. In simple terms, SIL is a measurement of performance required for a safety instrumented function, SIF. 4 levels of SILs are defined. SIL 4 has the highest level of safety integrity level, and SIL 1 has lowest level. Okay. The purpose of the Center of Excellence, as we can see over here, where we are, where we want to be, how to do it, and what to do it. Okay. Now we are going to demonstrate the Center of Excellence functionality. So we are still working. We have a completed hazard operability study. We have completed hazard identification, and now we are working on safety integrity level SIL study. Okay. We'll brief about introduction, scope, application, and policy. Then we will discuss key takeaway points on lecture number 18, SIL. The first is the team here. Team, then structures, role and responsibilities, and then planning on later stage. Okay. Forward message we have discussed in my earlier lecture. SIL studies, abbreviation, references, course, team, structure, responsibility, planning, SIL study, calibrated risk graphics. We have a discussion in my earlier lectures. This too. Now today we are going to discuss references and team structure, response planning, and responsibilities. Then later on we will going to discuss SIL study with calibrated risk graph method, SIL and LOPA methods, recording, reporting, and follow-up SIL verification report, safety requirement specification, SIL validation, and analysis. We will discuss on various approaches. Okay, introduction. SIL introduction. Safety integrity level study is an analysis which aims at the determination of the approach reliability required for the elements of the safety instrumented function, SIF, identified in prior safety study, for example, HACCP. The approach of this guideline is to remove the uncertainty regarding the safety, integrity, cost effectiveness, and availability requirement, reducing over the under-engineering in the traceable manner. SIL study is a method to record all SIF for the project development and document the expected reliability level. SIL study provides a basis for future maintenance and operating strategies. SIL study shall be conducted during feed phase and EPAC phase in accordance with engineering health and safety plan or as required by the outcomes in accordance with the engineering safety and health plan. SIL assignment is based on the amount of risk reduction that is necessary to mitigate the risk associated with the process to a tolerable level. All of a safety instrumental function SAS design, operation and maintenance chaos must then be verified against the SIL assigned. Okay, scope. Now we are going to brief about the scope to specify the structure, responsibility and technique of the safety instrument integrity level. This guideline details the structure, responsibility and technique of the safety integrity level study using calibrated risk graph in a LUPA methodology. A layer of protection analysis, calibrated risk graph method shall be primarily followed for a SIL study. However, the SIL levels assigned with the 3 and above using risk graph method shall be further verified in the LUPA methods. LUPA methods can also be used when the SIL assessment team are using a risk graph method is unable to reach consensus agreement on target SIL levels. The guideline also details the requirements for the safety requirement specification, SIL verification, and SIL validation for project. Okay, application. Okay, SIL study of the project shall cover all a safety instrumented system SES in a process, vendor package system, utility system, and fire and gas system. They'll study of the, so if it's covered here, so the vendor package system, utility fire and gas system, such with ESG system, where there is a potential for hazard to human safety, environment, or asset or production loss. Okay, SIL policy. All oil and gas companies are committed to protect the health and safety of its employees and the other that they may be affected by its activities. Okay, all oil and gas companies' policy is to conduct its activities such that it strives toward an incident of free, secure, safe, and health workplace. Safety studies and reviews shall be performed during the course of project or modification to an existing facility. This is to identify, qualify, quantify, and to establish that the design safety measures shall provide adequate protections and mitigate any risk involved with the proposed project development or in the modification. Okay, references, standards, and scores. International references, IEC 61508. So the functional safety of electrical electronics program electric safety related systems, the part 1 are general requirements, a part 2 requirements for the electrical programmable electronics and safety related systems, and a part 3 software requirements, definition of abbreviation, part 5 example of method for the determinations, and number 6 guideline for the application of EC 615082, and part 7 overview of technique and measurements being discussed in 61508 standard. The IEC, the 61511, the frameworks discussed, and number 2 guidelines in the applications and guideline for the determinations have been discussed. Okay, team structure and responsibilities. Team structure responsible first is the oil and gas companies, second is independent part, project independent, contractor, the licensors, and the vendor package documents. In performance a SIL classification study, the proper selection of the team participants is very important. The study team shall consist of personnel who are knowledgeable in the process technology and experienced in the operation of the process. The team shall have the necessary SIL study experience and obtain formal SIL training techniques. The facilitator shall be third-party independent safety facilitator at least 3 weeks in the advanced SIL session review for the approval. The planned multidisciplinary core team necessary for the realization of the SIL study shall include, as we have listed, oil and gas independent part, project independent contractor, and that is the different sections. And the first section will discuss what they did over here. The first over here, process engineer, instrumentation engineer, operation engineer, loss prevention engineer, and maintenance engineer are the mandate. The second is the independent party, that is the facilitator here. Okay. The third here, the third is the project independent, that is scribe here, and then is a contractor here. The process engineer, instrumentation, and loss preventions. And number 5th here, the licensor for the lessons, units, a process engineer, knowledgeable process involved in the project, instrumentation engineers, and the last year the vendor. The process engineer, knowledgeable process involved in the project, instrumentation engineer, additional specialists of the other disciplines may be called to participate upon the request according to the needs identified by the other permanent members of the team. That is the team structure and their roles. Okay. The next is the role and responsibilities here. Okay. Roles and responsibilities. The facilitator and scribe here. And later we are going to discuss here the planning, timing of the study, and documentation of preparation. First, facilitator. First, we'll explain role and responsibilities. The quality of the study high result from the contribution of all team members and from their global expertise. In order to achieve a quality result, member of the team shall adhere to number 1, adopt a positive attitude toward the team members' contribution. Number 2, provide their expertise on the project specifics and for the similar experience elsewhere. Okay, first facilitator. Okay, the role of the facilitator is critical to the success of the meeting. He shall, prior to study, the facilitator shall collect the SEF description, SEF name, initiators, the final elements, success criteria, associated actions, and design intent from the instrumentation specialist and loss prevention engineer. Number 2, the facilitator shall make a presentation to the team about the purpose, methodology, and scope of the SIL study to focus the efforts of the team members. Number 3, the risk assessment matrix shall be presented to the team for the subsequent use in the evaluation of the SIL assessment, as we are going to also discuss in Appendix 5. Lead the team through a SIL study determination technique, prompt the brainstorming efforts and manage the discussions, identify the key issues as they are raised by the team, facilitate the evaluation of demand, rates, and consequences and ensure consistency of rating, manage the scribes for the recording of the study sessions, ensure that the minutes fully reflect the points identified, generate the reports of the study. Okay, the second is scribe. The roles of the scribe shall be skilled to record accurately outcome of the discussions without being highly experienced. The scribes need to be familiar with the engineering terminology. He shall, number 1, be familiar with the computer software used to record the study finding before start the study. Number 2, follow the chairman instructions in recording the team findings. Okay, next is the planning, timing of the study, documentation, and preparation. Okay, planning. Timing of the study, documents, and preparation required for the study. Okay, first is the planning. Once the dates and duration of the study are known, necessary logistical arrangement shall be made, as we have discussed in Appendix 4. Provide the checklist of the SIL study preparation items. So all appendixes we are going to discuss in later stage. Okay, timing of the study first. The SIL study of the project shall take place after completion of the associated HAZOP study. Okay, next is documents and preparations required for the study. Before the start of the SIL study, exercise the few items I'm going to discuss today should be available to serve as input information for the discussion. Number 1, list of SIF including initiating and final elements with its associated actions identified for the study. Okay, SIF, safety instrumented functions. Number 2, process flow diagram, PFD, piping instruments diagram, P&Is. P&Is used for the SIL study shall be most updated and has a recommendation and shall show all SIF. Cause and effect matrix, safe charts if available, previous hazard analysis hazard procedure finding, control and safeguard philosophy, ESD philosophy. Okay. Interlocks descriptions, alarm and trip setting list, layout pilot plan if available, For lessons units, where applicable, lessons recommendation for the SIL based on their design knowledge and operating experience. Material balance information on the request. Dedicated computer spreadsheets or dedicated SIL software shall be used for recording SIL proceedings. Contractor shall specify the software spreadsheets proposed while submitting SIL methodology documents for any company approval prior to SIL study sessions. The software tool using determination of SIL shall be accordance with the IEC 61508, 61511 and shall have provision to calibrate the risk graph based on the any oil and gas company SIL study guidelines. Please remember the contractor shall develop a project-specific SIL procedure and term of references consistent with any company SIL guidelines and shall submit to the company for prior to approval. The SIL study package document listed shall be issued in 1 week in advance to all participants for the review and preparation for the SIL study. Okay. So SIL-related documents, corporate philosophy for the fire and safety, philosophy for the HSE risk management, philosophy for the health and safety activities in project, inter-department procedure engineering management, health and safety in capital projects. Conclusion, we have discussed references and codes, team structures, role and responsibilities. Okay, next topic, SIL study with the calibrated risk graph method. Okay, references, Qatar Petroleum, Oil and Gas Development Corporations Limited, Pakistan, World Energy, Outlook, US Geological Survey, US Department of Energy, Schellenberg Oil Field, International Energy, Wikipedia, Oklahoma, State Oil, North 6, Standard Norway, the study of the oil in Pennsylvania, Air Liquid Gas Encyclopedia, Natural Gas from the Wellhead. Together, everyone achieve more. Please do not hesitate to send me your feedback, comments, t.masood.dr@path.edu. You may also send me your WhatsApp. I have also provided my WhatsApp number. Thank you very much for your precious time. Stay safe, stay at home, stay inspired and blessed.